folks, welcome back to our Origin Summer Preview 2015. I'm Z Garcia, and with me is Randall. How you doing, Randall?
I'm doing great.
All right.
Glad to be here.
Thank you, thank you. We are with Catalyst Game Labs, and we're taking a look at Wrath of Dragons.
So,
What's going on?
The great thing about this, we call it a resource destruction game. You're basically playing as dragons, and the game transpires across 6 rounds, and it's 6 centuries. Okay. So in each century, the dragon wakes up, decides that the humans have populated a little too much, have grown up in his territory, so then you're going to go through and rape and pillage and plunder, steal your plunder, go back to sleep, and then another century is going to go by, and the humans will try to scrape back out of where you kicked them to, and then you get to come and do it again.
Got it.
So the way this works is that each turn we're going to start out, and this is kind of let's say we're going to start the 3rd turn. You rotate down here to the 3rd turn. And then you have multiple mechanisms going on here. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to lay these cards out here. And this last card over here is going to determine where this one points. So that's Germany over there. So we're going to point that down here. And then you're going to populate a sheep over here and a gold over here, noble over here, and then the fields, right? Yep, according to the wheel, okay? And then based upon the back side of these cards, you will then populate. So I've got a green over here, so we're going to add one to the green, and it's going to go to the biggest one. Here's a black, Gothia. Gothia got really hit bad last time, so he'd populate. Another green, so then this one automatically turns into a city. They really grew up pretty big. And then the last one in Scandia, they also would get a city, okay? And then these cards are going to flip over. And then the dragons, thank you. The dragons are going to heal themselves up 1 point. We're going to take some cards as well. And then you're going to do lair action. So the person with the lair action icon is the first one that gets to select one of these. So let's say it was me. Okay. And I'd come over here and I might go, you know what? I love this right here, which is a scheme. And the scheme would allow me to draw 1 plus the number of cards that are equal to the number of players. Okay. And then I would choose one and then pass them around. Everyone else is going to get one, and then I get the last one. Okay. Or I might choose one of these, which is 2 livestock or 2 gold. Everyone gets some good special action. Got it. Once that's done, once again, the lair action person is going to select a card. Everyone else is going to select a card. And then we would actually start into the action phase. Okay. And the way the action phase starts is whoever the attack phase is. So let's Z over here had taken a previous attack phase, so he would start. Okay. Then he has a number of cards in his hands here. And you can take any number of actions you want based upon the resources that you have and the actions that you have, okay? The 3 caveats are, you can only go where your dragon is located. Okay, let's see what my cards are. So over here. So, because we're placing them in turn. So sometimes if you're further in the turn, you might not have that good of options of the cards you have. So you got to have it in. You got to have cards that match it. So right now this is Scandia. This is blue. I know I'm set up well. And then I just start playing. So I've got a 2 attack here. That would allow me to take 2 villages, or I could also go ahead and just grab the city. Okay. To attack, okay. To attack. I also have a question mark, and the question mark means I get to take any of one of these resources. So I could take one of these nobles, I could take one of these sheep. Anytime I'm taking something, I'm putting them on my dragon card, okay? Then once I'm done with my turn, everything that I took that's on my dragon card, everyone sees what I did on my turn. I then get to take those and I get to hide them back behind my lair screen. Okay. So across the game, you're trying to keep track of who's doing what, who's hoarding what, who's got the most in a particular resource, because that matters during scoring. Okay.
So what are we shooting for the end? What's the end game?
The end game
condition, basically.
The end game condition is it's actually several different score bits. One is who attacked the most different regions. Okay. Another one is who hoarded the most resources, who got the most gold, who got the most sheep. And then the last one is who was the primary attacker in a specific region. Okay. So did you attack red more than anyone else attacked?
So we keep track of that by leaving our pawn there? Is that how that works?
what's going to happen is at the very end we're going to reveal, and it's real easy because I'm going to be able to go, I attack these two, I get 2 points.
Okay.
This one is worth 3 points. If you only had 2 villages that were in blue, that'd only be worth 2 points. I would get the primary.
Sounds good.
The last 2 elements here is one is the Dragon Hex card, and that is I get to play this at any time, and where my dragon is, I then get to use this item.
Okay.
And then I can consume items. Let's say I wanted to grab the noble that's in here, not attack. I would go ahead and consume a gold and throw that back in the stockpile. I'd be able to turn that. I then could play this card, which would activate this, and I'd be able to grab this and go back behind.
Okay.
Then the second bit, and you can manipulate it around and try to get. The last bit is here on your dragon card. At the end of every turn, if you get a city, 3 settlements, or 1 of each of the 4 source resources, any combination, you get to level your dragon up. It goes from a wormling to a young dragon. You select one of these powers, like this one gives you a higher maximum health. This increases how much health you heal each turn. This gives you a free move. This gives you a free move on the action. And then the last one, once you become an ancient dragon, you get 2 of these hex cards that allow you to manipulate that twice.
Got it. Cool. So about how long is the game?
3 to 4 players is usually about 90 minutes.
Okay.
It actually plays up to 6. That one usually more about 2 hours.
Okay. Okay. So what kind of timeline are you guys looking at for this to come
Actually,
out?
this goes to print next week.
Okay.
And which means that, you know, barring something terrible, we'll have copies at Gen Con that we'll airship in. And then say late September, early October for store shelves.
All right. Sounds good. Well, thank you for telling us about it.
You bet. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Wrath of Dragons. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com.